All right, so here we are at the home page for our electrical demo store. And I mentioned earlier that we recently re-architected the EvolutionX platform, rolled this out in the U.S. in January of 2018. And as we were developing the EvolutionX platform, we took a look at the state of the industry and thought about what we needed for the next generation of e-commerce. And that's really what the EvolutionX platform is designed to do, is bring our distributor partners into the next generation. The name EvolutionX is very intentional, as we feel the needs of B2B distributors and their customers were evolving, and as a result of that, our platform needed to evolve as well. It's a SaaS-based offering, so there's no software that you need to install on our servers. Part of what we do is rolling out new features on a regular basis. Throughout our experience in office products and other industries since 2006, we've rolled in a lot of buying scenarios that we commonly see, procurement needs and things like that. So all the features you need to handle complex customers, cost centers, workflows, things of that nature, are all included with the platform. And as we roll out and expand those features, we do this on a regular basis, a scheduled basis. All of our distributor partners in turn benefit from that and get new features as time goes on as well. We've recently partnered with DDS in the electrical industry, and as part of that partnership, we've done extensive market research in electrical to determine what functionality was of most value to your customers and the distributors as well. And what the research showed is that the customer experience consists of much more than simply ordering the product, adding the cart, and checking out. And in fact, that was the least of their concerns. The platform and content needs to function as several things now and going into the future. A communication tool for distributors and customers to interact with each other, a research tool for the customer base so they can go onto your website, research the product they need, especially in electrical with a large percentage of the base being folks that are contractors. They need to be able to download the documentation and see what they need to see within the product content to make that buying decision. It also needs to function as an account management tool for the customer base. They need to be able to come online, access past orders, invoice tracking, histories, things of that nature, all from the website. If you think about it, it makes sense, because if the website at this point does not serve all those purposes, then why is the customer going to come to the website? If they come to your website and they have to pick up the phone and call the distributor anyway, all you're really doing is adding an extra step. So with all that being said, EvolutionX is designed to give that experience to your customer base, and at the same time, through our partnership with DDS, provide a turnkey, user-friendly platform for distributors to use to service that customer base. So I'll start with control over look and feel. I mentioned that the platform's user-friendly. In our eyes, fundamental changes to the look and feel of the platform, also content and things within it, should be taken out of the hands of out of IT and put into the hands of sales and marketing. We believe that distributors need to be able to be nimble with the products they want to market and the changes they want to make. And how we've gotten there is through drag and drop. And how drag and drop was implemented is that everything you see on every page within the platform is contained within its own widget. These widgets can be moved, resized anywhere on the palette of the home page, so to speak. So everything you see from the search, from the logo up here, the search box, mini cart, sign in, all these are contained within their own widget that can be moved and repositioned anywhere you like. As we scroll down, you see a banner carousel widget. Also, these banners here are contained within their own widget. And then below that, we have an item merchandising block and a brand merchandising block. And even below that, into the footer, all these items are contained within a widget as well. And we have what's called an HTML content widget. So if you have a Google map like you see here, or a Twitter feed, or anything that is HTML, you can load that into that widget and deploy it to your website. We bridge the gap in a lot of ways between folks with and without web design experience. And I'll show you how we've done that throughout the course of the demo here. So I'll give everyone a quick example of a change I'm going to make to the homepage. I'm going to introduce a banner to the homepage. And with some other e-commerce platforms on the market today, that might be a support ticket that goes out to the e-commerce team. And maybe you're going to charge for a waiting period behind making a change like that. But with EvolutionX, you can do it yourself. And it's really easy to do. You can do it immediately. And how it's done is we go into the back end of the platform, dive into appearance, and then into layouts. And from here, you have access to every page within your website. And this is the home page, obviously. And from here, we have the widget-based representation of the home page. One thing to point out is we have a drop-down up here that says 1 column, 2 column, left, right, and 3 column. And this addresses a common problem we see in B2B e-commerce today, in that a platform will go out and sign up a whole ton of customers and everybody's website kind of looks the same. They're all using the same layout. They're more or less clones of one another. But EvolutionX, the design of every single page can be customized by the average person. So you can deploy a website that looks wholly your own, that's not going to look like the next guy's. We have a lot of pre-built widgets down here. And to introduce the banner I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to grab this single banner widget, move it into the palette. And I'm going to position that right here, and I'm going to drag it the width of the screen. And when you select this gear icon, there are options within the widget depending on what type of widget you're using. And I'm going to do a search for a banner I've already uploaded to the web store here. Select that banner, and you can do things like add titles, subtitles, button text, things like that to your banner from here if you wish. Save those changes, do a save and publish. From here, I'll go back to the website and hit refresh. And now you can see that banner has been introduced to the home page. And that is admittedly a relatively minor change compared to what you can do within the platform. But whatever change, no matter how fundamental, the system will react immediately to what you're doing and deploy that change. So you can make your changes in real time and adjust to the needs of your customers immediately. Additionally, from a look and feel perspective, once we get into appearance, every website, how it typically works is our customer success team will partner with that customer in the design of their website. So we don't just hand you a blank slate and say good luck. Our customer success team is there every step of the way to help you deploy your website. So by the time it's ready to go live, it's fully functioning. We'll train you on how to use it. And every website starts with a theme. And you can see the default theme we have really looks nothing like the website we ended up with. And that's because once you get into theme options, you have complete control over everything that makes up that theme. So you can see some of the options here: body styling, colors, fonts, font sizes. You can upload background colors or background images, really anywhere you'd like within the website. Buttons and links, all that is within your control as far as how that website looks. And then additionally at the bottom, and you can see we've deployed some in the design of the store, we have blocks for custom CSS. So for customer of ours that are partnered with a web developer, if they have web developer on staff that can do these types of things, they can use custom CSS in the design of their store and go beyond the widget and theme-based system in the realm of customization for their website, and really cut some really amazing looking stores. The nice thing about working in themes is that you can preview your changes before you publish them right here. So if you're in here adding CSS or changing colors and fonts and you're not sure if you're going to like it, you can preview your changes here. You can also save it for later if you want to work on it again. And while I'm here, I'll point out that the website is mobile enabled by default. And you can also preview what it looks like in a mobile environment right here. This is obviously becoming increasingly important in the marketplace. More and more people are just accessing the internet from their phones. So whatever change you make, whatever you're doing, will automatically be calibrated to work on a mobile device. Additionally, there's no lots of functionality between mobile and desktop. So your customer base, whatever they can do on desktop, they can do from mobile as well from a web perspective. And we're looking at building some features specifically around mobile to kind of boost that experience. And so any feedback from folks in electrical or our customer base in that regard would be wonderful, because as we said, we build these features for you folks to use, so it's based on customer demand. All right, getting back to the store, I'll show everybody a search and talk about how the search works. I'm going to do a search for Rockwell PLC, and this is the DDS content we have loaded on this store, so everyone can see that firsthand as well. We have a really nice search that gives you a drop-down preview based on what you typed in. You can also drill into product categories here as well. So you can access either search method from one location within the platform. If I just hit enter, this will bring us to our product grid layout, product detail layout. And this would be an example of a two-column left design with the widgets. So we have categories on the left, content on the right. And if I take a look at one of these PLCs, show you the content and talk about this. So as I've said, this is content provided to us by DDS, and DDS takes a much different approach to content than standard content providers. What a lot of content providers in the industry have done is they've kind of hyper-normalized the the content across manufacturers. And that works great in products that are, for instance, office products or B2C products or products that don't require any real technical documentation behind them. And it makes for a good buying experience in that regard. However, in electrical, it poses a lot of problems, especially if you're servicing contractors or folks that are buying things like Rockwell PLCs, you see right here. They're extremely expensive, extremely technical products. And manufacturers did not have the, I guess you could say, space to include all the required documentation with these products. So what DDS does is takes all the information from the manufacturer and then deploys that in their product content. So your customer can come here and they can access all the specifications needed for this PLC in multiple language certifications. There's, documentations for bulletins that Rockwell has issued for this product and on down. And we can also attach SDS sheets, videos, things of that nature. Whatever that manufacturer feel is relevant to that product, DDS will supply in the content for your customer base. So literally anything they need to know about it is right here. So the content can contribute to the website being a true research tool for your customer base. Additionally, another thing that DDS does that's a little different is that, again, most content providers will issue the same catalog to all their distributor customers. And then it's up to that distributor to kind of slice and dice that content and make it work for their needs. DDS will issue your own custom catalog to you. So your catalog is not going to be identical to the next guy's. They manage things like cross-sells, upsells, products you want to upload. They do all of that for you. It's all included with the subscription price. And combined with the web store, it provides a true turnkey offering when it comes to web and content. So from here, I'm going to add some items to the cart and show everybody the mini cart. So I'm going to add a few products. And you can see here we have some badges attached to these items with some promotions. We have a native promotions feature within the platform, no additional charge to that. And the benefit to it is that as we build out features for promotions, you will have access to more and more products. So promotions we have available are buy two, get one free. Buy X, get Y free, technically. Free gift, coupon codes, discount dollar amount, and percentage off. You could also set thresholds to meet promotions, dollar thresholds to qualify. And the mini cart is up here. We actually have two carts within the platform. First one is the mini cart. Really nice thing about the mini cart is that if you want to view what's going on with it and make changes, you can do that right from here. And the website is big, and you'll notice this across the front end of the platform on providing real-time feedback to customers based on their doing. And it also moves lightning quick. So it provides a real high-end user experience to your customer base. I have a coupon code attached to one of these items, so if you have one, you can apply that right here if you want. And you can see it's going to make that change to the coupon code right there for you. You can also search within the cart if you have a lot of items, and then you're good. There's no need to leave the page you're on or stop doing what you're doing to view or make changes to your cart. From here, I'm going to sign in, show everybody some of the login features behind the platform. All right, so now that we are logged in, we have put a ton of customization around login for our distributors to take advantage of, driven primarily by a feature we call labels and also a few other things in the platform as well you can take advantage of. And the labels can drive a lot of things. So now that we're logged in, the demo customer on this site is set up as an electrical contractor. So because of that, we have a custom message for that customer to see upon login. This right here is a customer-specific promotion. So we just selected some items that might be of interest to a contractor, put them here, and did a thank you promotion against it. So no one else can see that promotion but that customer. If we scroll down to the dashboard, these screens are customizable as well, so they can move and resize this stuff based on where they want that information to show up. The logo in the top left also changed as well, so you can put that customer's logo in there for them to see upon login. If I go back to the home page, now you can see that there's a new banner right here that says resources for contractors. And the label is driving that content as well. So that just demos the ability to drive industry or customer-specific content to that customer. So if you're servicing a diverse customer base made up of, contractors, residential property managers, industrial folks, you can customize that experience for that customer upon login and give them a really nice feel to it, and market products and content that's relevant to their industry. Additionally, from here, these permissions are customizable as well through the use of what we call roles. We have a number of pre-built roles: guest, B2C, B2B, and enterprise admin. You can also create custom roles for your customers and deploy those as well. So if you have a situation where it's a large customer with a lot of users and one of them needs to be the enterprise admin, which is what we are here, we have access to everything. And then everyone else has to have varying permissions based on their position within the company. We can accommodate that for you with the use of roles. A lot of these things here, you see orders and sales quotations are available from here. You can do things like orders and quotes from the back end of our platform. However, our larger distributor customers obviously require an integration to their ERP. So in that case, this information can be brought in from your ERP in any way, shape, or form. We can bring in as much or as little as you'd like from your ERP. So that's part of what we do as well. We have frequently purchased items. Cost centers are really great if you have a customer that's tracking spend of products. Really easy to create a cost center, and they can also attach budgets to them as well. And the system will keep track of what's being spent against that cost center for your customer. Departments is kind of similar to cost centers. However, this is a situation if you have multiple users that are assigned to a project, let's just say it's a house rebuild or something, and there's a budget attached to it, you can create that budget in department, and as users order, they will all pull from that same budget. Skipping down into users, we have some really powerful user features to take advantage of right out of the box. There's no additional charge for this type of thing. So if I dive into myself, the first screen is just some general user information. And once you get into advanced settings, the company I'm working for can restrict me in a lot of different ways. So if they want to restrict me to quick list and contract items only, they can. They can require certain things to be entered against an order, such as a line reference or a PO reference or a cost center. There's minimum order value restrictions. And as we scroll down, you can see the rest of them. Address, cost center, department restrictions. So Joe in the office can't order something and bill it to Fran in maintenance and vice versa. You can also create budgets for users, and you have control over the time period that budget covers, the amount, and also the period that budget will refresh for, and the system will keep track of what's being spent against that budget for you. We also have approval and workflow built in as well, and there's customization behind that too. So if the company wants everything I'm ordering to go to approval, they can select that toggle, select the approver they want that order to go to, and they're good to go. However, you can't customize what goes to approval as well. I can have a maximum product price or a maximum order amount that is just okay to buy before it goes to approval. And you can also pre-approve quick list and contract items as well if those items are just okay to purchase. And in approver settings, there's customization behind approvers too. So if I am an approver, I can have a maximum order line value or a minimum order value. Super approver is a feature if you want that approver to have the ability to go in and edit the quantities on order. That's what a super approver can do. And if I'm an approver and I'm going on vacation, I can select that toggle and have my orders go to somebody else while I'm on leave. And there's budgets for approvers as well, similar to user budgets. And there's also executive approvers available as well. So if you have a situation where there's multiple layers of approval hierarchy required to service that customer, there's really infinite layers you can use within our platform. The most I've heard is 8 so far, but I'm sure there's more out there somewhere. And if you have that situation, we can accommodate you there as well. Scrolling down into quick lists, this is a great feature if you have a customer trying to put together a quote list or a bid list, or if you want to do frequently purchased items or break them down by department or whatever. It's all encompassed within the quick list features. Really easy to create a quick list for your customer. They can simply give the list a name, so I'll just name this one webinar. And they can either make this a personal or company-wide quick list. There's going to be a lot of enhancements coming to quick lists in the future to serve the electrical guys specifically. You're going to have the ability to export the list and also share the list within specific people within the organization. And if you're doing a search and you want to add items to the quick list, really simple thing to do. Simply select the Add to Quick List icon, select the list you want to add it to, and then you're good to go. One thing I wanted to touch on before the close of the webinar is the App Store. So the App Store is designed to give customers access to outside product and integrate it with our software quickly and easily. So we have multiple different apps in here that cover different things within the web store, multiple payment providers. You can see our DDS app is activated for the content. We have multiple punch-out partners, so if you have a situation where you need to have a punch-out set up for you and your customer, we have a few partners for that, Greenland Technology and also Punch-Out to Go, so we have you covered there. All your major social media and shipping outlets are in there, so we have you covered as far as that goes, and this is going to be expanding over time, and you're going to have access to more and more apps to use in conjunction with the store. So all this being said, I want to thank everybody for the time today. I know we're coming up on the half-hour mark. If anyone requires a customized demo to their needs, or if they want any additional information, my contact information is right here. I'll expand it so everyone can see that. That's my direct dial, my email, and I'll also record a copy of this video and have a recording sent to you as well. And I thank everybody again for their time. I hope to hear back from you soon, and have a good week.